Welcome to GitPod Local's News Brief. I'm Jalen, one half of GitPod Local, the news half, and I'm here to tell you the biggest news stories of the day. After hitting post on yesterday's news brief, the House passed a 3-year Affordable Care Act tax credit extension. 17 Republicans crossed the aisle to do so. Italy's prime minister rules out the U.S. military move on Greenland and urges stronger NATO role in the Arctic. Not even his birds of a feather are on his side. A rare copy of a book that introduced the world to Superman sells for about $15 million. Let me look at my comics real quick. In more evidence that we Texans need to turn out and get rid of these folks, Texas hands over the complete list of registered voters to the Insurrector-in-Chief's administration. Just a reminder, Greg Abbott is up for re-election. Israel strikes kill at least 13 across Gaza. Maybe I don't understand the definition of a ceasefire. South Carolina measles cases have jumped to nearly 100 in 2 days. At what point does this become a thing we're concerned about? The U.S. will provide $45 million in aid to Thailand and Cambodia in a bid to ensure regional stability. With what money? Meta reaches deal with nuclear power plant groups to help fuel its AI ambitions. This dude started a website because he was undateable. Now look, a Pennsylvania man is accused of stealing more than 100 skeletons from cemeteries. When we said everyone needed to go outside and touch grass, this is not what we meant. Last night, the protests in Iran grew after the country was plunged into internet blackout as demonstrations demanding the government's ousting spread. Videos filmed on Thursday night showed government buildings on fire across the country, including the capital of Tehran. At least 28 protesters have been killed since protests started in late December, according to human rights groups. In response to the Iranian protests, the Insurrector-in-Chief had the gall to say to Iran,
"In the past, they've started shooting the hell out of people, and all of a sudden people without any weapons whatsoever are standing there and you have machine guns gunning them down, or they take them to prisons." So they played rough, and I said, if they do that, we're going to hit them very hard. And I have put Iran on notice. If they do anything bad to these people, we're going to hit them very hard.
There isn't a pot big enough for the kettle to look at, I'm afraid. And finally, the sheriff in Philadelphia, Sheriff Bile, calls ICE, quote, fake made-up law enforcement and pledges to arrest agents who commit crimes in Philadelphia. She also had this to say.
Because what they do is against not only legal law, but the moral law. So I'm with the DA, and we will work with them. If any of them want to come in this city and commit a crime, you will not be able to hide. Nobody will wish you off. You don't want this smoke, because we will bring it.
And you know what? Hell yeah. Those are your headlines for today. We released a recap already of the news of the week today, so if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, share, and restack. If you're not following us on Substack, please do, so you can get this and all of our newsletters and podcasts sent straight to your mailbox. We keep up with all the news, policy, and elections for you so you don't have to. Aren't we sweet? I'll talk to you on Monday. Bye!